Got a busy week this week, so I thought I'd take you along on the journey. Today I'm going to coach a Jamaican long jumper who's got a best of 8 meters 24. He's over in the UK for a couple of days before a competition in France, so this is going to be really exciting. He's going to be the jumper with the longest personal best that I've ever coached and worked with. And later this evening I've got my group training session. Towards the end of the week we're going to Sheffield for the age group under 20, under 17 and under 15 championships. So, with Abraham and Daniel competing and in 7 meter 30 form, it's going to be great to see what they actually achieve. Shawn-D had been competing indoors in Europe for the first time, but had been having trouble with his run-ups. So I was asked to look at his run-ups and just give him some pointers. Really, when you're working with a new athlete, you don't really want to say too much. You want to ask them what's going on and get feedback and then just make some suggestions. It's not really right if you try to change things. So he explained that he was stuttering into the board and that it only wanted to do 4 run-ups in this session. So you can see on the first ones that he was short, and then on the third and fourth ones he actually hit the board. I put a mark of sand down, but that was for me, not for him. And you'll see that on the third run-up he was just behind it, and then on the fourth run-up he was smack on it, and that was his best run-up of the day. So hopefully when he gets to his competition this coming weekend, there you go, right on the board, he's going to jump well. Just for clarification, the mark of sand which Shawn-D is hitting now is for his penultimate step, and that enables him to hit the board with velocity. He does roll over the takeoff, but he leans forwards as well. When you look at the jumps of him jumping 820s, you'll see that he creates a lot of velocity off of the board. I didn't mention it, but Shawn-D actually has an absolute personal best of 8 meters 51, which he did with a slight wind assistance, 2.1 meters. Shawn-D also completed some hang cleans as he likes to feel a certain type of muscle tone going into competitions. So that was a great experience. He did some run-ups, as you'll see, working on his accuracy, and we had a good chat about jumping and various techniques and how to improve. So good luck to his competitions coming up in Finland and Poland, and maybe you'll see him again if we do some more work together. You still see the same things no matter the ability of the jumper. Okay, time to go out again for the second session of Monday, and we're going to do a lot of speed work today because the guys are peaking for the national championships, senior age group, and also the British universities and colleges. Everything is coming up now very fast in the next 2 to 3 weeks. So the session is going to have a very quick potentiating warm-up comprising of fast cycling drills and transition drills, for example, low cycle, high cycle, low cycle skip, so forth and so on, and also plenty of quick jumping exercises to really get the athletes moving fast. The volume of the session is going to be cut down, so it's going to be almost straight in there and straight at it. Obviously, as I've said with the progressive warm-up, one that really fires up the CNS and gets the guys ready for some fast movements. I'll quickly talk you through the workout. So here we're doing some drive down drills. They've got to be sharp movements. Then we're doing heel recovery here, activating the hamstrings, making sure the heel rotates fast from the back of the body to the front. 1 or 2 reps, 20 meters, both legs. Fast ankling calf drill, make sure you drive the movement through the arms. 2 reps, 20 meters. Hands on hip, low cycle. Step over the ankle, get down into the ground quick. Now the potentiating jumps. Various combinations, types of, all about moving fast, non-impact plyos here. Drop down, catch the stretch reflex, move up. Here, isometric type, move down very fast, hold, and then triple extend. Similar, but on one leg. Very difficult to do. 4 or 5 reps, 2 to 3 sets of each exercise. They've got to have a full-on mental commitment, focus, so that they can really activate their neuromuscular system to move fast. Here there's a little preemptive jump before the explosion upwards. These are called bolts-off lunges. I found that out recently. Swing the hip forwards, hold on to it, great for takeoff position and sprint activation. Then a couple of build-up runs over 30 meters, building up to 100% from a gradual start progression. Then to really fire up the athletes, here we have a combination of a low cycle and scissors. So you've really got to keep up with your feet, and this is going to get them moving really fast. End of the session, we did 2 20s, a 30 and 2 40-metre sprints. So this is typical of the type of work we're doing just prior to an important competition. And I'll take you through what we did on our other main session in the week a bit later on in this vlog on the Wednesday. Keep pulling the heel to the front. Good. Keep your body upright. Hungarian under-20 jumper Bora, who has a best of 6 meters 14, has had a slight knee problem recently, so this was her first jumping session after a while. And we just built her confidence up. She's got a number of competitions coming up in the next couple of weeks. Returning an athlete from injury is something that I talk about a lot in the coach athlete members area of the channel. So do check that out should you want to get that information and also detailed month by month training plans. Okay, it's time to head off now for another training session. We're getting close to the weekend of the National Age Group Championships. We're going to do run-ups for those jumping, timing with the free lap system, the last 20 metres. So, again like Monday, we used a very high intensity potentiating warm-up to get the guys ready. If anything, it was more intense than Monday's session, really working on response and reactivity, sharpening up muscles and mind. Change, change, change. Go. We then progressed to some very fast cycling drills. We did 1 and 2 step between variants, high velocity. So you can do it fast, higher. Then we did some build-up runs, working up to 30 meters to 100%. Then a couple of sprints prior to the run-ups. The guys did 4 to 5 of those. Now we used the free lap system to really try and get maximum velocity. Had some good times. Abraham, for example, recorded 0.99 for the 10-metre section coming into the board. So that indicates that he's in 7:40, 7:50 form. So we will see when we get to Sheffield this weekend. Across my coaching week, I do a lot of analysis of other jumpers. This is Yasemin, who you've seen a couple of times on the channel. And we looked at her technique, and she's following a training program that's going to get her ready for some competitions in a couple of weeks' time. Yasemin's based in Turkey. My week also comprises of making social media, and here's Yasemin in one of my Instagram posts, and it's actually 4 key conditioning exercises that we do at this time of the training year. So that's going to be useful to you guys as well to see further just exactly what we're doing as we're peaking coming into the main indoor season meetings and competition period. In brief, everything has to speed up ground contact, reactivity, rate of force development. So these exercises are key to achieving that. Hopefully you enjoyed this slightly different type of content, giving you an insight into a typical week of mine. Well, not quite typical, as I got to work with an 851 jumper. If you have any specific questions on this video, or indeed any of my others, then do leave a comment in the section below or through my other social media. As this video was getting a little bit long in terms of its length, I'll update on how Abraham and Daniel do in my next video.